Take a look at this palm tree. It survived last night's monsoon storm, but the one next to it did not, snapping right off like a broken pencil. There was rain and a lot of wind, knocking down trees all across the valley.
It snapped off and fell down.
Elizabeth Brockway showed us just how powerful Monday night's monsoon storm was. A palm tree came crashing down on our neighbor's truck near 7th Street and Bethany Home Road in Phoenix. High winds snapped the palm tree like a toothpick.
First I heard a real loud noise, like a crash or a crack. And then I heard the bang. There was a lot of lightning and very, very strong winds. I never thought it was a palm tree falling on a truck, sir. It never entered my mind.
Another palm tree fell on top of a carport in Tempe. And our news chopper spotted an apartment building with part of its roof ripped off. One of the more dangerous scenes was in central Phoenix, near 12th Street and Highland, where a power line went down.
Once they break, they're still charged.
Phoenix Fire Captain Danny Guile told us down power lines can be a big problem during the monsoon, and people need to know what to do if they come across one.
You obviously want to stay well away from those power lines. If they hit the ground, they can actually energize the ground upwards of 10, 20, or even 30 feet plus away from those power lines. So stay well far away from them if you can.
Fire crews tell us with more storms expected this week, everyone needs to take precautions, especially after seeing the kind of damage that can be done.
I've never seen anything like this before. Not in Arizona.
Now, just a short time ago, someone finally came out to cut up that big palm tree that came crashing down on top of the pickup truck. Now, we did talk to the owner of the pickup truck. He said he was thankful he wasn't in the vehicle when the tree came crashing down. Unfortunately, he still has no way to get around. Reporting live in Phoenix, Jason Berry for Arizona's Family.
Jason, thank you. We want to show you this because the pictures really show the tragedy. A woman was killed in a flash flood east of the valley, north of Globe. You see the pickup truck was swept away in a wash last night. 52-year-old Catherine Conez and a man were inside that truck. They got out of the truck, but Conez was swept away while trying to make it to higher ground. And we have also learned that she was a special ed teacher for the Miami Unified School District. The superintendent told Arizona's Family, quote, "We are a family here at Miami Unified School District, and Mrs. Conez will be missed by all. Our prayers go out to her family, friends, and students during this difficult time."
Just moments ago, I signed a declaration of emergency for Coconino County. There will be no expense spared in combating this blaze. This is the absolute top priority for the state of Arizona at this moment, and will remain so until we have it contained and safe.
That is Governor Doug Ducey going to northern Arizona today to assess the firefight and to provide emergency financial relief for Coconino County. The museum fire has now burned over 1,800 acres up near Flagstaff, and here's the latest footprint of the museum fire. Again, its location critical. There's NAU, there's downtown Flagstaff, there's about the city limits, just a mile away on the west side of Mount Eldon. And take a look at this huge growth up here on the north and east flanks. They did a lot of burnout operations last night. They let the fire run in this elevated area. They didn't want it to go over Little Eldon Mountain. Now, what's this area in the blue? That's the real threat right now at this hour. With that heavy rainfall that went right over the fire line, they're worried about possible flooding heading right down slope, right down Mount Eldon Lookout Road. That's the second concern. First the fire, second the flooding. Our Max Gordon has been there all day following the fire's developments. Max, you spoke with evacuees. I just saw where City of Flagstaff tweeted out they've already given out 6,000 sandbags. People are worried not only about the fire, but the flooding as well.
Yeah, and we're going to get to that flooding concern. And as you can see, we're getting a little bit of sprinkles here in Flagstaff. And even though the weather is now cooperating, as you mentioned, the fire did grow in the past 24 hours, grew about 800 acres since the last update. So for some, that meant it was time to go. Gina Darlington packs away her most valued possessions.
Oh, I forgot about these pictures.
Taking the things that can't be replaced.
My sister-in-law did sketches of all my boys when they were young, so I took all those and my wedding picture and that kind of stuff.
Darlington's house sits on the northern edge of Flagstaff along Highway 89.
We do have a little watering system for our plants, and we've been running it several times a day just to try and keep things wet.
And while they're not under a mandatory evacuation order, she and her husband decided it was time to go as they watched the museum fire creep closer.
It's terrifying. So watching that last night, the whole mountain looked like it was on fire.
Since the fire started Sunday, it's burned around 2,600 acres, and around 500 firefighters and 11 hotshot crews are currently fighting the flames.
I have to say, and I want to commend the boots on the ground that are out there today and doing what they're doing.
And today, Governor Doug Ducey signed an emergency declaration to help unlock more firefighting resources.
There will be no expense spared in combating this blaze. This is the absolute top priority for the state of Arizona.
I don't think I can fit anymore.
Meanwhile, as Darlington packs away her last photos, all she can do now is hope for the best.
It still doesn't seem real, and I guess I hope it never becomes real. I hope I don't have to come home and find ashes.
And even though firefighters might be getting some relief from the rain, flooding in those fire-scarred areas, that is now going to be the main concern. Sandbags being handed out here in Flagstaff. For now, live in Flagstaff, Max Gordon, Arizona's Family.
Yeah, several different locations for people to pick up those free sandbags. Max, thanks for that live report. Hey, let's take you to another fire because fire crews say last night's rain, about 1/10 of an inch, now helping control the cellar fire. If you may recall, that one's burning about 16 miles outside of Prescott. It's 47% contained tonight. The fire has burned more than 7,500 acres. Firefighters up there believe it was started by lightning. While the rain is helping one area, it could cause problems in another. Crews say our storms could, as we've been talking about, cause flooding east of the valley, this time in the Woodbury fire scar. That would send water into the area surrounding. The fire burned more than 123,000 acres. It was in the East Valley out in the Superstition Wilderness. The good news, however, it is 100% contained tonight.
The body of a man who drowned 2 months ago has now been found in Lake Pleasant. Ronald Hylton was riding a jet ski when he fell off and went under the water. Crews searched for weeks for his body, but it was just found last week by a boater. Hylton and his family were visiting from California when the accident happened. A Phoenix father dies while trying to save his son. This happened at Fossil Creek near Pine. The Gila County Sheriff's Office says Gary Gaetano jumped in near the falls when he noticed his son was struggling. He was able to get his son to shore before he slipped and went back underwater. Gaetano's family pulled him out and did CPR, but it was too late. Police are still looking into what happened. And police say a Goodyear McDonald's employee kept exposing himself to his co-workers. This is 18-year-old DeMarco Lewis. Police say he repeatedly lifted his apron to expose himself to co-workers. Managers at one point sent him home, but then he came back to work 3 weeks later, and workers say he did it again, at least 10 times. He is facing 2 felony counts of indecent exposure.
A drunk driver speeds right through a crime scene, nearly missing police officers. The body cam video of what has happened has been given exclusively to Arizona's Family. We're going to take a closer look at this, that and more when the News at 5 returns.
Diamonds at their lowest price in years. Half-carat solitaires are now $3.99, 1-carat $7.90, 2-carat $9.50 per carat, plus 1-carat studs $3.99. Insane prices on thousands of GIA diamonds and designer rings. Buy direct, the Jewelry Exchange Phoenix.
It's warming up outside, and that means it's time for American Furniture Warehouse's Hot Summer Savings event. We have the largest in-stock selection of lifestyle furniture anywhere. We'll have exactly what you're looking for at unbelievable prices.
A 9-year-old boy named Jake told Ken Goodrich,
"You ought to call the Sunny Plumber Ghetto Plumbing."
Ken thought it was a good idea.
Jake said,
"Make sure you tell everyone it was my idea."
Jake, you have my word on it.
When you need your air conditioning
or plumbing
fixed fast
and right, put the pedal to the metal,
call Gettle. GOETTL.
There's no one better, but it's hard to spell.
It's heating up outside, so come to American Furniture Warehouse for some hot summer savings. Look at sizzling savings on the largest in-stock selection of patio furniture anywhere. Kick the summer off right and get your outdoor living space ready for the cool nights ahead.
Diamonds, the forever gift. The Jewelry Exchange has 1 carat certified for $17.90. 2 carat rings and studs, $2,900. 2 carat certified, $5,900. Thousands of GIA diamonds and mountings at insane prices, plus no interest for 12 months. The Jewelry Exchange, Phoenix.
Tell me something about you. What kind of music do you like?
Check.
What?
You're married.
No, I'm not.
Tell that to the white circle on your ring finger.
Oh, no, no.
I don't date cheaters.
My wife died!
I am so sorry.
I'm gonna comp the shishito peppers.
Compliments of the people in the corner booth.
This is what I was trying to avoid.
My place is like 5 minutes from here.
Wow, that's really convenient for you. Oh.
The Unicorn, coming to CBS this fall.
Welcome back. Now to video you'll only see here on Arizona's Family. Police body cam footage captured a pretty tense situation in Glendale.
A suspected drunk driver plows right through a murder scene, and police say it is amazing that nobody was injured. Our Ryan Sims has the video.
May 5th. Glendale officers were investigating a murder at 67th Avenue and Glendale when they inadvertently became part of a second case. Police say this man, Noel Estrada, was drunk when he plowed right through a crime scene. As you see here, Estrada barrels through the crime tape, keeps going. By estimates, police say he was traveling 50 miles per hour, taking nearby officers by complete surprise. Body camera video caught their frantic attempts to flag him down, but it was too late.
Everyone clear, I'm going to be initiating a vehicle pursuit for eastbound 62.
From there, a chase was on, but they say Estrada didn't pull over.
Everyone clear eastbound through 510, about 35 miles an hour right now.
Video shows that it's not until several minutes later that he actually followed their orders.
Making a southbound on 58. She hit the curb.
Police say they did not know if Estrada had deliberately tried to hit them, so they didn't take any chances. With several guns drawn, he finally gives up and is arrested. According to police, a blood test later showed that Estrada's blood alcohol level 3 times the legal limit. He's now facing several serious charges and is out of jail but awaiting trial despite such a frantic, dangerous situation. The good news here is that nobody was hurt. In Glendale tonight, Ryan Sims, Arizona's Family.